Oh, now we start. Okay, it has been a long time since I last do this recording. So I think it was last time it was March when I did this recording. So a lot of things has happened within this month. A lot of things isn't happening in even at current stage now, and I really do expect something will happen in the near future. You know, even related to uh, as big as the Olympics, as small as something happens to myself. Okay, so you know, what has happened is the conflict in Tibet, so which is quite widespreadly reported, but very unfortunately, and maybe I was kind of blocked out from the reporters or something like that. I really do have not great appreciation for the Western media's point on this. They really have mm, you know built up some unnatural, untrue statements on this event, which I do not appreciate. But on the contrary, I also do not appreciate what the Chinese government have been doing. So for China, it has a lot of internal problems, including the so-called separatists in Tibet and in Xinjiang province, plus uh, Taiwan. So it has a lot of problems, but mm, I think from either side we cannot see a very clear, explicit, very unbiased point on what is going on. So better not um talk. I would rather not to talk about this at this point or in the future. So it would like be that for Chinese, most of Chinese who stays in China now really don't appreciate the point to talk about politics in open public or to you know to show their despise or disapproval of either side or for example for their disapproval of the Western media or Western government, their sanctions, their suggested boycott to the Olympics. Neither do they appreciate a lot to the current CCP's role because basically fundamentally economically it has not been doing that well in terms of increasing the benefit of the common people. So I would say that let's not talk about this. Let's just wait and see what will happen. For I think there is not a thing linked with a moral. I mean, standing from a moral perspective, it doesn't make a point to say whether Tibet is belongs to China or is not. It doesn't make a point. The point is, or the final deciding factor is the final deciding factor that whether it comes to be one part of the country or not is how powerful this country is or will be in the near future. So for example, for British government, it doesn't make sense asking them whether it is moral or not to occupy Northern Ireland. Also, for the United States, it is not even moral asking them why Puerto Rico is still not a country. So also, this Tibet controversy has been created by Britain in the past, and from the Chinese standpoint, we really don't claim that to be one of our provinces, even back 1,000 years ago. So there's always dispute on this, but the final decision power or the deciding factor relies on the power amid this, the power dynamics amid this global community. How will China rise or will it fall in the near future? Will it increase its power so much that it can outcompete the United States or the Europe, you really don't know. So before that happens or any significant incident happens, we really can't tell what it's going to be like. Anyway, but the protest goes on. We can obviously see that even if the Chinese media has been always reporting the from our perspective, from a normal Chinese perspective, that the the separatists, so-called separatists, are causing a lot of troubles, but we are defending them. It's like that. They are reporting it like this, but we can see that in fact there is a lot of you know voices being spoken out to boycott the Olympics, to protest, to urge the Chinese government to do something on Tibet, on Darfur, on anything else that it doesn't, it hasn't been doing, inconsistent with the Western interest or something like that. But I would say, um, in the near future, it will go on, and it will like culminate at the beginning ceremony of the Olympic Games. Um, so the best way to deal with it is not to watch, not even to make a concern on the put a concern on the Olympics. Anyway, I don't like it anyway. So what's the rest of it will be the European Cup, which is a big attraction for me at least. And okay, so that's the big part of this story. And the small part of it, I don't know, I don't remember whether I've talked about it last time in this recording or not. But back from the Chinese New Year, I went to Manila for quite some time, for 1 week, and it was quite good. Manila is just like that, you know, um, not feeling very safe because you have to pass through several processes of inspections at the airport checking out, and whenever you want to go into a restaurant, no, it's not. Whenever you want to go into a hotel, they always, inspect whether you have been carrying anything abnormal or not. Even do the full scale frisk of your baggages. So it doesn't make me feel very safe. But eventually it was safely landed in China. So it was quite good still. Anyway, but something quite surprising is the food is quite westernized, and I wasn't able to get used to that, and got nausea in my stomach and the diarrhea for several days. Even if I've taken the pills, it still lasted for several days. And so that is one journey. And the next one, I think in the very near future, I'm going to Cambodia and to visit, the famous Angkor Wat, a big attraction here, which lies in a very poor country. The Cambodia ranks like in the bottom of the wealth list, at the bottom of the wealth list that listed all the countries within its world. It has internal conflict. It has been under great oppression of the government ever since it has been ruled by the communist party, and after the overthrow of the king, and 1/3 of its population was murdered or displaced or putting anywhere. There was quite atrocity in this government's um, actual doings, while their claims were to build a agriculture society that supports everyone's diet. But anyway, other than that, the Angkor Wat is a quite attraction, and I'm planning to spend like 7 days in that on that topic. I'm reading some books on that already, and